Can somebody tell me something about matter? Anybody know anything about matter at all? Huh? Okay.
No. Wait. Is this something that floats around?
Well, let's take a look here. Let's take a look at what matter is. I'm gonna need your attention here. I'm gonna need, put your Chromebooks, just close the lid on the Chromebook. Okay, just close the lid on the Chromebooks, and we'll talk a little bit about matter here. If we don't have the internet, we can still have class, right? Because Mr. Hughes still has stuff. So let's look right here. So there's my question right there. What is matter? Okay? So can anybody tell me what matter is? How about this ball right here? Does this ball matter?
Yes, it's solid.
It is matter and it's solid. How about what's inside here? Does this matter?
Liquid.
Okay,
No.
does it matter though?
Yes.
It is matter, yes. It's matter. How about this right here? How about this? Is this matter?
No. Yeah.
Oh, yes it is.
Mr. Hughes, are you having internet issues?
Yes,
Okay, because we are too.
yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's take a look right here. Oh my Lord, look here. So we're going to be studying matter, and we're going to relate it to chemistry. Okay. So so chemistry is the study of matter. Okay, chemistry is a study of matter, its properties and its changes that it can undergo. Okay, and we've defined matter many times in your science class. You may not remember it, but we did. So. How about this cow right here? Is that cow matter?
No.
Yes.
It is matter. Okay.
It is?
How about this right here? Do you know what this is?
No.
Something in space. Something in space. So you see all the stars around it. And then what's this right here?
I need to get
Anybody know what this is?
Anyone that you can put your hands on and shoot
And
the
it's
electric out?
It's kind of like something.
What is that? Is that a moon?
Well, I'll tell you what it is. This is a sea creature.
Wait, what is that other thing?
This is a
next to
sea
it?
creature that is they're really they live deep in
Wait,
the
is it
ocean.
just like a squid?
And they give off, they're similar, yes, similar to squid,
I think that was flashing.
and they give off colors, okay?
What about the thing?
So all three of those are matter. So look around the classroom. We already did. We looked around the classroom, didn't we?
No,
How about this right here?
I did it.
Does this table matter?
Yes.
Yes.
it's
What
solid.
kind of matter is this? What state of matter is this?
Solid.
Solid, liquid, or gas? Solid, good. Solid, you need to be seated now, man. Solid, okay. And we already said this is what?
Liquid.
Inside there, but what's the container? Is it solid or? Solid container, you got liquid in the solid container, you got liquid in the solid, okay?
Here comes some meat.
Okay. Okay, so everything in the class is matter, okay? So where does it all come from? Well, let's find out. Let's take a look here. Okay, so to find out where matter comes from, we have to answer this question. What are atoms? Okay, so all the matter in the universe is composed of basic building blocks called atoms. Are you ready for this lesson, Jaden? Your body language says you're not. Put that away. Put that down. Put it down.
I did,
Okay, so again, all the matter in the universe is composed of basic building blocks called atoms. Okay, and that's what matter is made up of, atoms. Okay, so an atom is the smallest indivisible. That means you can't divide it any smaller. And indestructible, that means that you can't destroy atoms, they just change states. An atom is the smallest individual indestructible unit of matter. And atoms are really, really, really small. If you made a tiny dot with the tip of a sharp graphite pencil, you got a pencil on your desk and a sheet of paper, make a little dot. take your pencil, make a little dot on your sheet of paper. You have your warm-up activities out there. Make your little dot on a sheet of paper. And so if you made a tiny dot with the tip of a sharp graphite pencil, that little dot would have about 4 billion carbon atoms in it. Okay? Your pencil's made out of carbon. Okay? And so that little dot is going to have, that's how small an atom is. It's really hard to even think. You really can't even imagine 4 billion atoms. So that just tells you that an atom is very, very small, right? Okay. Okay, so what are atoms? Well, they are the basic unit of matter. And anybody have Legos at home? Or your sister or your brother play with Legos? Okay, well, so atoms are kind of like Legos. Okay, so what are atoms? They're the basic units of matter. You got a Lego house here, so you can break this Lego house into individual Lego pieces, right? Each one of those is an individual piece. But individual Legos cannot be broken down any further than what they are right here. Okay? So similarly, the matter can be broken down into atoms, but atoms themselves can't be further divided to maintain their properties and function, okay? Does that make sense? So what's matter made up of? Sarah, what's matter made up of?
Solid.
What's matter made up of? What's it made up of?
Atoms.
Sarah. Help her out, Jaden.
That's the one answer.
Jaden, what's matter made up of, Jaden?
Atoms.
Atoms. What's matter made up of, Lexi? What did we just say? Atoms.
Atom.
What's it made up of? Atoms. Good. What's matter made up of, Sarah?
Yeah, you.
Look at the word and say the word. Atoms. Tyler, what's matter made up of? Atoms. Good. Okay, good. Perfect. Okay, so let's move on here. Okay, so let's look at atoms and let's look at another word, elements. So, like this Lego house here, that's made up of, it's different types of Legos. Matter is made up of different types of atoms called elements, okay? And amazingly, all the matter in the universe is made up of only about 100 different elements in various combinations. I'll tell you a little secret. Your pencil right there is your pencil. Look at your pencil lead. It's made from carbon. Guess what diamonds are made from? Carbon.
You said it was
So the same thing your pencil's made out of, diamonds are made out of, carbon. Okay? So everything in the universe is made up of 100 different elements, and almost 99% of them, 99% of the human body is made up of just 6 different elements. And guess what one of those elements is? Carbon. Same thing that your pencil's made out of, and also
diamonds.
and what diamonds are made out of, right? Humans are made up also of carbon. Okay, so 99% of the human body is made up of these
Carbon?
6 different elements, and we'll talk about those later.
What is carbon?
It's an element. It's an atom. Okay, it's an element made up of atoms. Well, we'll talk more about those. Okay, so let's look right here. So elements are pure substances. You just asked what an element is, right? They're pure substances made up of only one type of atom. For example, look here, gold is an element. Okay, gold is an element. So if it's pure gold, all of its atoms are made up of what? Gold. Yeah, all these are gold atoms. Okay, so elements are pure substances made from only one type of atom. Look here, here's gold, here's silver. What's this made up, Lexi? If you have silver, what element is it made up of? Help her out, Tyler. What's silver made out of? Silver, right? Silver atoms. Yeah, silver atoms. How about carbon or graphite? Graphite, carbon, same name. Made out of what? Carbon, right? Made out of carbon. You ever seen neon lights?
Yes.
Okay, they're made out of neon, and neon is actually an element. So you see all those gaseous things inside the tubes? They got different colors and different shapes and so on. Well, inside those are different types of gases, and one of those gases is neon, and that's an element. We're going to talk more about those. Okay, and now you got to remember here that one tiny dot that you marked on your paper contains about 4 billion atoms of the element carbon. Okay? Okay, so let's continue on looking at atoms and elements. So, some pure substances called compounds are made up of a combination of different types of elements. Okay? Some pure substances called compounds are made up of combinations of different types of elements. Okay? You have water, and water is a pure substance, but it's made up of what? Look what it's made up of. What's
Hydrogen
hydrogen and what?
and oxygen.
And oxygen, right? You ever heard H2O?
Yep.
I need some H2O. Matter of fact, Mr. Hughes needs some H2O right now.
Which is water.
Let's get some H2O, which is water. It is. And we'll talk about where's that 2 come from. Okay, that made it feel better. All right, so, okay, so water is made up of hydrogen and oxygen. How about salt? You put
Sodium
salt on
and
your food.
Chlorine.
Too much salt is not good for you, but some salt just makes your food taste better.
Sodium and chlorine.
It's made up of sodium and chlorine. Well, guess what? Have you ever seen your mother use Clorox in the washing machine when she washes white clothes?
Yep.
Guess what it's made out of?
Chlorine.
Chlorine. You're right. So the salt that you eat
Is made of chlorine?
is made of sodium, and sodium is actually sodium is a
We're
very,
eating chlorine, basically.
huh?
We're basically eating.
You're basically eating Clorox, yes. In one form,
That's why
yeah.
I say so.
Now, does it hurt you? Now, you wouldn't want to drink a glass of bleach.
Not like that.
How does it taste?
Listen,
good?
you would not want to,
Not like that.
you would not want to drink a glass of bleach. That could kill you, actually. It could make you have pneumonia and you could die. Don't ever do that, but this is just a sample,
No, that's not an idea.
just a sampling of what different pure substances can be made of. Chalk is made up of calcium,
Carbon and oxygen.
carbon, and oxygen. Guess what your bones are made out of?
Carbon.
Calcium, carbon, and oxygen.
Bones?
So, your bones, like in your body, bones. So the same thing chalk's made out of, guess what? Because these are 3 of the 6 elements that the human bodies are made up of. Calcium, carbon, and oxygen. But it also makes up chalk, okay? So that goes back to this notion here that, I want you to see this here again. 99% of the human body is made up of 6 different elements. And here are 3 of them right here. 1, 2, 3. And actually you add this right here, hydrogen as well. Okay. Okay. Let's see, let me double check and make sure you're ready to answer this question right here. Okay, anybody want to answer this question here? I'm gonna read it to you, and I'm gonna give you some choices here, okay?
Oh,
I don't want you to blurt out an answer, I want you to raise your hand. I don't accept blurt out answers in here. Okay, so which of the following which one of these is not classified as matter? Anybody want to take a guess? Tell me.
A.
Okay, you say air, it would not be classified as matter. Okay. Anybody else got an idea? I got your idea. Sarah, what do you say? Would it be air, water vapor, wood, or are all examples of matter? Tell me.
D.
Okay, you say wood.
I know, it's already.
Okay. What do you say, Tyler? Which of these would not be classified as matter?
Ooh,
Air,
vapor.
water. Would water be matter?
No.
made up of hydrogen and oxygen.
Oh.
How about water vapor? Would
No.
it be, it's made up of hydrogen and oxygen?
Jesus.
How about wood? Would it not be matter? It's made up of carbon at least and other things.
What about air made of nothing?
Air is made up of what? What's air made of? Oxygen and nitrogen,
Oh my god.
hydrogen.
Okay, it's
So what's the answer?
E.
Let's double check
I
that.
told you it's E.
Let's double check that. It is E. Got the idea?
Yeah, I said, oh, it's.
Okay, now, by the way, this is, when we start our, other science lessons here, I'm gonna be teaching you with this format here. And little quizzes are gonna pop up, and I'm gonna ask you to write your answer. I'd be paying attention to these answers right here, quite frankly, if I were you, because you may see this again. You may see this again soon. Okay, this lesson that I'm giving you now. Remember, we don't have the internet today, so we have Plan B, and guess what? This is Plan B. So you may see this again in one form or another. Okay, so let's take a look right here. All matter is made up of individual units called what? Compounds, atoms, or pure substances, Lily. Lexi. Lexi.
This is sitting down.
No, it's not. Come on, thank you.
Okay, who's got an idea? Tyler? All matter is made up of individual units called compounds, atoms, or pure substances.
Adams.
Okay, you say atoms, what do you say there, Lexi? Compounds, atoms, or pure substances that everything's made up of. All matter is made up of individual units called what? Compounds, atoms, or pure substances. It's okay to be wrong, take a guess.
Adams.
Okay, atoms, what do you say, Sarah? All matter is made up of individual units called compounds, atoms, or pure substances. What do you
B.
say?
C.
Huh?
C.
C, which would be pure substances. What do you say, Jaden?
B.
All matter is made up of individual units, there's your hint, called what? Compounds, atoms, or pure substances? What do you say?
Atoms.
Okay, you say atoms. Okay, so let's take a look at the answer.
It's probably gonna be A.
You think?
Oh, it is.
It is B, atoms. Look, all matter is made up of what? When you hear this, what's it made up of? Atoms. Okay, atoms. Okay,
I know.
let's move on here.
I know you are.
Let's take a look right here. Let's take a look right here. Okay, so we've got two words in each answer. So one of these is gonna fit here, and then the other word's gonna fit here. So let's get it in which order. Something are pure substances made up of one specific type of what?
Ooh, that's a hard one.
One specific type of what? Anybody got an idea? Who wants to guess? Would it be would it be atoms or pure substances made up of one specific type of element? Or is it atoms or pure substances made up of one specific type called compound?
No.
How about elements or pure substances that are made up of one specific type of compound? Or is it elements or pure substances that are made up of one specific type of atom?
It's either B or D.
What do you say, B or D? You say B or D? Narrow it down for me. Take your pick, Jaden. It's okay to be wrong.
I'll go with D.
Okay, what do you say there, what do you say, Lexi? What do you say?
It's
Atoms
B.
and elements, atoms and compounds, elements or compounds, or elements and atoms? It's okay to be wrong, it's not the end of the world to be wrong.
Yeah.
What do you say? A, B, C, or D?
D.
D? Okay. Sarah, talk to me. Something are pure substances made up of one specific type of what? Would it be atoms and elements, atoms and compounds, elements and compounds, or elements and atoms? Tell me.
B.
You say B, atoms are pure substances made up of one specific type of compound. What do you say, Tyler? Tyler, talk to me.
C.
Huh?
C.
C? So elements are pure substances made up of one specific type of compound? That's your answer? Okay, let's see what the real answer is. All good choices, let's take a look. What do we got here? Who said D? Raise your hand if you said D. Two people said D, I know that.
I told you
Good
it's
job.
not a
Okay, that's good. Okay, now if you got it wrong, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
You'll know next time, okay? And you're gonna get more chances to understand this. Okay? Okay, we're gonna stop right there. We're gonna stop right there and, we're gonna take a mask break.
Jesus.
Okay, we're gonna take a little mask break here.